Hello and welcome everyone back to a special daily newsletter from New News Daily. Today, we will uncover the shocking stories surrounding Manchester United, from the mystery behind the shocking Glazer family scam, to the bold tactics that Ruben Amorim is testing and the expectations increasingly placed high on stars such as Mason Mount and Antony. Is this a step to help the Red Devils regain glory? Let's explore now. Let's start with the classic Glazer scam. Recent news from RTIC has fanned the flames of anger among Manchester United fans. Imagine, during their 20 years in charge, the Glazer family invested only £45 million in England's most traditional football team. That figure is nothing short of a devastating blow to the fans' confidence. But the reality is far worse. It was not just neglect, but a carefully calculated economic strategy. Since buying United in 2005 for £790 million, by borrowing money from the club itself to buy the team, the Glazers have transformed United from a strong brand into a huge debtor. What is Joel and Avram Glazer's vision? Simple. Maximize profits regardless of the consequences. While Old Trafford's roof has been blown off, the stands have been dilapidated, and the facilities have remained unchanged for decades, the Glazers have ignored criticism. Worse, what about other owners like Sheikh Mansour of Man City? They have invested hundreds of millions of pounds to modernize their facilities and develop their team. That difference explains why United have been on the wane while their neighbors have been thriving. Next, let's talk about Ruben Amorim and his daring tactics. Amorim, the ambitious young coach, surprised the football world from his first training session at Carrington. He tested out the Brazilian attacking star Antony at fullback. This raised a lot of doubts. Antony, an attacker, was now in a very demanding defensive role, but Amorim believed that his speed and technique could launch attacks from the flanks. Still, it was a big gamble. What about Bruno Fernandes? The man who once played a central role in midfield has now had to take on a more advanced role, playing as a wing-back number 10. Amorim's 3-4-3 requires a central midfielder who is good at defending and controlling the tempo. Bruno used to dropping deep to build the ball up, but now has to exploit the spaces created by the wingbacks. With his technique and vision, Fernandes still has a chance to shine. But can he adapt quickly? A huge challenge awaits Amorim. In just 37 days, Manchester United will have to play 11 matches on 3 major fronts: Premier League, Europa League, and Carabao Cup. It couldn't be a more intense schedule. With this density, Amorim is forced to rotate his squad and optimize his players' fitness. Andre Onana, Bruno Fernandes, and Diogo Dalot have played more than 1,800 minutes since the start of the season, making the risk of overload a major concern. What is the solution for Amorim? Amorim will have to cleverly allocate playing time between the pillars and the reserve players like Harry Maguire, Victor Lindelof. In addition, he needs to give opportunities to young talents like Toby Kohler to keep the first team fit. The short-term balance is important, but the long-term goal is still to bring the Red Devils back to the top 4 in Champions League. Amorim's first impressions at Carrington. In the first training session, despite the absence of many key players due to the international schedule, Ruben Amorim left a strong impression. Rashford and Casemiro both said that this was a promising start. In particular, Mason Mount, the English midfielder, impressed with his intelligence in movement. Amorim could not hide his satisfaction, opening up the possibility of using Mount as an important strategic card in the new system. Can Mason Mount find his form? Mount has been a bit of a handful under Erik ten Hag, but Amorim believes he can thrive in a 3-4-3. With his pressing, accurate passing and intelligent off-the-ball movement, Mount has the potential to be a key cog in the attack behind the strikers. The upcoming game against Squid Town will be the first test where we will see him settle in. Do you believe in the revival of MU? Manchester United are facing many challenges, but there is no shortage of opportunities to break through. Do you believe in Ruben Amorim and the plan to revive the Red Devils? Share your opinion in the comment section and don't forget to follow so you don't miss out on our hot updates. Goodbye and see you in the next videos.